Hello, welcome to DTW Tutorials. That's Destined to Win Tutorials. Welcome today. We have been taking some questions on post-UTME. What I'm trying to do is to help post-UTME students in their several exams. So I've tried to treat post-UTME past questions on UNILAG and University of Ibadan. And this is Obafemi Awolowo University, that's OAU. I've treated the first part of OAU past question of this year 2015. Now this is the remaining questions, and I know OAU has started their exams on Saturday. That's the computer-based test, and it's going to span for a week. So I hope this would be useful to some students, as I know some have already started, and I hope they have watched the previous video which I did about a week ago before the exam. So let's finish this up. Then I shall also do some more questions on UNILAG, because UNILAG hasn't set their own dates, and some more questions on University of Ibadan. Okay, so we have this question from OAU post-UTME 2015, the maths question, question 11. As I said earlier, we treated question 1 to 10, so we're going to finish up with question 11. So this says, let the mean of this be 6. Find the mean of 10, y raised power minus 1, 12x, and z 5. So let the mean, let's try to express this well. Let the mean of x, mean is you are going to add this, divide by the number of items, then equate it to 6, minus 1 plus z raised to power 5 divided by 3 equal to what? 6. Okay, where this can multiply this, and we're left with what? X plus y raised to power 1 plus z raised to power 5 equal to what? 18. Okay, let's just keep this equation one side. Now it says find the mean of this. So let's look for the mean of this, which would be 10 plus y minus 1 plus 12 plus x plus what? Z raised to power 5 equal to, we're looking for the mean. Let's take mean as this. And how many items are this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we divide by what? 5. Okay, so here what do we have here? Now we can, you see this, we can have this particular value from here. So let's rearrange this. We have a 10 plus 12, and we're going to have, this is x, put a x here. This is y plus y raised to power minus 1, and plus what? Z raised to power 5 equal to what? The mean over what? 5. So where this is what? Equal to 18, right? So we put the value of 18 here. So what do we have? We have what? 10 plus 12 plus 18 over 5, which will give us a mean. What's this plus this? That is give us a 30. 30 plus 10, that will give us what? A 40 over 5. And what's 40 divided by 5? That our mean will be equal to what? 8. And what's our right option here? Our right option is option B. We have to be fast because this video is going to be a long one. The video is going to be a long video, so we have to be very fast. So here we have another question from the next question is what? They say, what is the addition of y and x intercept of this line? When we're looking for intercept of a line, all we need to do is first of all make what? To find x, we make y equal to what? 0. For x, we'll make what? Y equal to 0. So we'll put y equal to 0 in this equation, and we're left with, when we put y here, this will be 0. So we're left with 2 over 3x plus 9 equal to 0. Take 9 to this side. We have 2 over 3x equal to minus 9. And looking for x, we have x equal to minus 9 times 3 divided by what? 2. And what will this give us? This will give us a minus 27 over 2. So now to look for y, we'll make what? X equal to what? 0. In making x equal to 0 here, we're going to be left with 3 over 2y plus 9 equal to 0. So we have 3 over 2y plus 9 equal to 0. Where 3 over 2y will be equal to what? Minus 9. And y, making y subject to the formula, we have minus 9 times 2. This will go up and this will come down over 3. Here 1. Here how many times? 3 times. We're left with what? Minus 3 times 6, which times 2, which will give us what? A minus 6. Okay, and they said what is the addition of y and x intercept? So we'll add this and 6. So let's add this up. X plus what? Y. That will be minus 27 over 2 plus, we're adding, so plus minus 6, which will be minus 27 over 2 minus what? 6 over 1. So here, what would this be? This also will be 2, so we have minus 27 minus 12, and this will give us what? A minus 39 over 2. And this, to change to mixed fraction, we have what? 2 in 39 to go 19 times, minus 1 over 2. So we have a 19.5, minus 19.5, and our correct option here is option A. And next question, number 13, it says given that this and this, and to take notes, in OAU post UTME past question, the syllabus is just like further maths. It's quite deep. Apart from your JAM syllabus, you need to know a bit of further maths. In fact, a lot of further maths. And in your maths questions, you have 22 questions without calculators, so you have to be very fast. So here, that's just to let you know how to prepare hard for the exam. So he said, given that hx is equal to 3 plus 2x and fx is equal to 1 minus x, find this. So it means you are going to put in the value of x as what? Minus fx. Okay, putting the value of x in hs as what? Minus of 1 minus x. So here we have what? Fx is equal to 1 minus x. So what will be minus fx? Is saying that minus multiplying this. So we have a minus 1 plus x plus x. So here we're going to have what? The x minus 1, rearranging it. So this, so fine. So therefore, when we have this, what do we get? It would be what? That's 3 plus 2 brackets. Our x will now be minus fx, which is what? This. So put this in here. So we have 3 plus, open the bracket, 2x minus 2. And what's 3 minus 2? That is 1 plus 2x. And our right option here is option B. Our next question says, integrate with respect to x. This. You can see integration is also further maths. So when we have this 5x raised to the power 4 plus e minus x, integrating this, what do we have? 5x for the x plus integral of what? E minus x dx. Where the integral of this is what? Plus 1. When you plus it, that's a 5. So divide by 5. So we have what? 5 raised to the power 5 x 5 times x raised to the power 5 over 5 plus this will give us what? A e minus x over minus 1. So here this will cancel this. We're left with what? X raised to the power 5. This is a minus, which will change the sign. So we have minus ex, introducing our constant here, a constant, so plus x. Okay, this is a minus here. So our right option here, what's our right answer? Our right answer, this is tricky, so you have to look for the right answer. We have a plus here, this is a negative. So our right answer here is option A. Our next question says, if this is set, if a set x is this and y is this, find y minus what? X intersection y. So this in set is what? Y intersect of what? X intersect y prime. Okay, so we're going to look for x intersection y prime and what? Intersect it with what? Y. So here, what is our x intersection y? First of all, x intersection y, intersection just means what are the values that are in x and also in what? Y. From here we have what is 2 is here, 2 is not here, 3 is here, 3 is also here, so we have a 3 comma, 6 is here, 6 is also here, we have a 6 comma, is 7 is here, 7 is also here. Okay, 8 is here, 8 is not here. So our values is what? 3, 6 and 4. that is x intersection y. So we are going to look for x intersection y prime. Okay, so x intersection y prime is just saying what are the values of this intersect that are not, that, as in, how will I explain? Let me do this. Let's do this together. So this means now we have 3, 6, 7. We are going to subtract anywhere we see 3, 6, 7. We won't add it. So all we need to get are the numbers apart from what 3, 6, and 7 in both what x and y. Do you understand that? So we are going to, the x intersection y prime are the numbers in x intersection y prime apart from it. Let me just explain it that way. I hope you follow. So here we have 2. Since 2 is not here, we write 2 down. Now 8, okay, 8 is not here, we write 8 down. In here 10 is not here, we write 10 down. And 17 is not here, we write what 17 down. So it's just the values that are not in this intersection. That is what x intersection prime means. Okay, sorry for that explanation. Okay, so now we understand this. So the next thing we have to do is what y intersection what x intersection y prime. So we're going to look for the intersect between this and y. So what is the intersect between this and y? 2 is here, 2 is not here, so it's not common. 8 is here, 8 is not here. 10 is here, 10 is here, so that's an intersection, that's a common one. Then 17 is here, 17 is here. So this is our answer, 10 and what 17. And our right option is option B. Our next question says, this is a permutation. It said, how many ways can the letters of the word nwafo be permuted? So here, since there are no repetitive letters, it can just be permuted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are finding what 6 factorial. And what is 6 factorial? 6 factorial is 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And what is 6 times 5? 30 times 4, that is 120, times 3, that will give us a 360. 360 times 2, that's 360 plus 360, which will give us what is 720. So it's 720 ways. So our answer is what? Option C. Now it says if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation this, find this. So we're going to look for the roots of this equation. Okay, so here this x squared is carrying a negative, so let us multiply everything here by a negative sign, so this can be a positive and we'll bring it out. So when we multiply, we have what? A 3x squared minus 15x minus 18 equal to what? 0. So here we're going to look for the factors of 3 times 18 that will give us what? 15. Is simply what? 18 and 3. Okay, so here we have what? 3x squared minus what? 18x, since 50, this is a minus 15, plus 3x minus what? 18. I hope we know our factorization. This is just I'm factorizing here. So here what is common? We have 3x common, so we bring out x minus 3 in 18 will be a 6, then plus we bring out a 3 bracket x minus what? 6. Okay, so here we have 3x plus 3 equal to 0, and what? X minus 6 equal to 0, where we have 3x equal to 3 divided by 3 divided by 3, x, this will be a minus, when plus goes here, so we have a minus 1, and here x is equal to what? 6. So the question says find, okay, this is the question. It says find the roots of the equation, and we should find this. So let's make this alpha and this beta. Okay, so here what do we have? We are having this alpha beta minus alpha minus beta. Okay, where alpha is what? Minus 1, beta is what? 6, so times 6 minus alpha is minus 1, put minus 1 bracket, then minus what? 6. So here we have a minus 6, right? 1 times 6 is minus 6, and this is a minus. This will times, we have a plus 1 and minus 6. So we have minus 6 minus 6, that's a minus what? 12. Minus 12 plus 1 will give us a minus 11. Okay, so our correct option here is option B. we have to know how to play around with our signs and also know factorization before taking this exam. So here it says resolve this into what? Partial fractions. Okay, you can see what I mean by this. This exam is quite full of some further maths. So resolving this into partial fraction, let's quickly do this. We have 1 over 1 minus x squared, which is the same thing as what? 1 over 1 plus x, right? Brackets 1 minus x. And to resolve this to partial fraction, we have what? A over 1 plus x plus b over 1 minus x. Try to revise some partial fractions. So here, all we need to do is, what's the LCM here? The LCM is say 1 plus x brackets 1 minus x. So here, this would go, this in this 2 in this, it will be left, we'll left with what? A bracket 1 minus x plus b bracket 1 plus x. All right, which is what? Equal to what? 1. So here, what do? We'll first say to get a, we're going to put the value of x as what? Minus 1, so that b can be what? 0. When you put minus 1 here, b will become what? 0, because we are trying to get a. This is the way you resolve partial fractions. So, and when you also put a minus 1 down here, it is also going to give us a 0. So everything at the bottom would also cancel out. So we are left with what? X. So okay, to get, we'll put what? X equal to minus 1. So we are going to be left with 1 equal to what? A bracket 1 minus x. All right, so all you need to do is put minus 1 into here. So we have what? A bracket 1 minus 1. So that is 1 equal to what? 2a. 1 minus 1 is what? 2. So we divide both sides by 2. So a is equal to what? Half. Now to get b, what do? We have to cancel out what? A. And to cancel out a, all we need to do is just introduce a positive 1. Introduce a positive 1. This will be 0, and the bottom also, the denominator, all the values there will be 0. So we are left with what? 1 is equal to what? B bracket 1 plus x. So putting 1 into here, we have b bracket 1 plus 1, which is 1 is equal to what? 2b. Looking for b. All right, b is equal to what? Half. So here, how do we? So all we need to do now, put these two values into this equation. Okay, so here, since a is half, so we have 1 over half is the same thing as saying 1 over 2 bracket 1 plus what? X, plus b is also half, the same thing as saying 1 over 2 bracket what? 1 minus x. All right, so here, what is our right option? We've finished resolving it, so our right option should be option, this is a plus, so this is a plus here, and this is a x plus 1, and this is also 1 plus x, which is the same thing as x plus 1. So our right option is option C. It's a long video. Our next question, it says find the angle line of this is equal to 0, makes a positive what? Y axis. All right, so all we need to do here is to change it to what? Y is equal to what? Mx. Okay, so that's making y the subject of the formula from this equation. So we have what? Y over root 3 minus x is equal to what? 0. So here is what? Y over root 3 equal to x, where y will be equal to x root 3. So this is what? M. And at that particular positive angle, tan theta x is equal to what? M, which is what? Tan theta x is equal to what? Root 3. To get our tan theta x, it will be what? Inverse tan root 3. And what's inverse tan root 3 is what? 60 degree. Now to get our theta y is equal to, since y is on the positive axis, it will be what, 90 degrees minus what, theta x, and theta x is what, 60. So we have 90 degrees minus what, 60 degrees, which will give us what, a 30 degree. So our answer here is option A. As I told you, these questions are further maths questions, so you have to really prepare hard for this. OAU, it's a very, you have to be ready to read to want to get into OAU. You have to be very ready to read. It's not a playful school at all. So here we have a question for, it said find the value of p which satisfies this equation. So let's solve this. What we're trying to do is to get p and also know the value, because we're going to have two values of p, so we'll know which one satisfies the equation equal to 1. So here, let me write this down, minus 6 over what, p equal to 1. So let's multiply this to both sides. So multiplying it here, we have, it's going to cancel out the square, so we are left with a p minus 6. Multiplying to this side, we have what, a p root, square root of what, p. So here, to cancel out the square root, let us what, square both sides. Okay, when we square both sides, this will cancel out, and we have to open a bracket of this, which is p minus 6 bracket what, p minus 6 equal to what, p. In opening this, we have p square minus, not p square, but still p square, p and minus what, 6p minus 6p plus 36 equal to what, p. Okay, so here we have what, a p square. Bringing p to this side, we're going to have what, a plus, right? Not a minus what, p. So we're going to have minus 6p minus 6p, which is what, minus 12, and we have another minus p, which will give us what, minus 13p plus 36 equal to what, 0. So we factorize this. When we factorize this, we put a p here, put a p. What are the factors of 36 that will add or subtract to give us minus 13? And it's simply 9 and 4. 9 times 4 is 36, and minus 9 plus minus 4 will give us what, a minus 13. So these are the factors. So p from here will be equal to 9, and p is equal to what, 4. Okay, when you equate it to 0, let me write this down so some people don't get confused. P will be equal to, bringing minus 9 here, we have a 9. When we have a p minus 4 equal to 0, bringing minus 4 here, we have a 4. That's how I got 9 and 4. So here, all we need to do now is to prove that this value p satisfies this particular equation. So let's write this equation down. Minus 6p over p equal to 1. So putting the value of p here, which is 9. So we have 9 square root minus 6 over what, 9 square root. Will this give us 1? This will give us 3 minus 6 over 3, which this will go, and this is 2, and 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So this satisfies equation 1. Let's see if 4 will satisfy. So we have a root square root. Let me just put the value of 4 into here. So we have 4 minus 6 over root 4. And what is the square root of 4? That is 2 minus 6 over 2. And what will this give us? This is give us 2 minus this 1 here, this 3 here, and this 3. And 2 minus 3 is not equal to what? 1, since it gives us what? Minus 1. So our equation that satisfies this is what? 9. Our value that satisfies it is 9. So our right answer here is option C. Our final question, let's stop here. Our final question on this post-UTME 2015, for the last question 22, I do not clearly understand it, so I'm going to stop at this question. So he said find the value of k in the equation, this. So this is quite easy. Equal to k root 2. All we need to do is to do what? Multiply both sides by what? Root 2. Okay, so that this root can cancel out. Okay, so we have what? 5 over 2 root 2 times root 2 minus root 8 times root 2 equal to what? K root 2 times root 2. So here this will cancel. We are left with 5 minus 2 over, this is 8 times 6, which is 16, equal to this times this, which is square root multiplying a square root 2. It will just simply give us a 2. So we have a 2k here. So we have 5 over 2. Root 16 is what? 4. Okay, equal to 2k. What's the LCM here? We have 2, so we have 5 minus 8 equal to what? 2k, because 2 in this one is 1. 1 times 4 is what? 8. So we have minus 3 over 2 equal to 2k, where k will be equal to, what will k be? We're going to divide, right? That's minus 3 over 2 divided by what? 2, which will be minus 3 over 2 times 1 over 2, which will give us minus 3 over 4. So our right option here is option C. Thank you for staying to the end of this video tutorial class. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. You are destined to win. And also, if you need the past question on this, just send me a mail and I'll forward it to you. Thank you so much. You are destined to win. Bye, and success in your exams. Bye.